You know, it's an adversarial system. My image of that is, if you become a doctor and you become a surgeon and you walk into the operating room, every person in that operating room is there to help you achieve your goal to heal, cut that patient in the right place and fix the right thing, sew them up right and get them well, right? The lawyer who walks in the courtroom, the judge is against them, the prosecutor or the other side is against them.
Sometimes your own client.
Sometimes your own client is against you. The jury might be against you. The bailiff may not like you.
This is great. Yes, keep
You're
going.
fighting everybody.
We are really, and we talked about this earlier, because of that, like the whole concept of psychology, you know, like knowing what's going on and how do we actually change them.
Yeah.
What else? What would you say to someone who doesn't know anything about lawyers, isn't thinking about becoming a lawyer, just interested in the fact that we're talking about lawyers? Because for some reason people are interested in, you know, the lives and beings of lawyers, because it's just, you know, we are perceived as being a person in our society that has power and influence, and, you know.
I'm going to say something that's real unpopular these days. Lawyers are critical to a free society.
They are.
You know, there's that famous Shakespeare quote from, it was Henry IV or something, first let's kill all the lawyers.
Right, yep.
The context is, of course, first let's kill all the lawyers if we want to impose dictatorship and domination.
Right.
Because we grease the wheels of democracy so that it can be preserved in our culture. We're absolutely essential. The rule of law, as opposed to the rule of the king or the rule of the Tsar or Genghis Khan, the rule of law depends on a legal system in which lawyers protect the rights of people.
Couldn't say it better myself. I really appreciate the concept of conflict and adversarial. And you said you said you had this student that didn't want to go in because it's an adversarial system. There are aspects of our law and places for lawyers that don't really require a lot of conflict, though, aren't there?
There are, yes. Yes, there are.
And what do you also, like, really opened my eyes that there's nothing, quite frankly, there's nothing off the table. I mean, you can't do unethical behavior. But as far as, like, that story that you told me about, even on, because I think I raised my hand and asked who paid for the flowers.
Right.
And and your answer was who?
Yeah, it was me.
Right. And I
never told that to the client.
And I asked you, did the client know? And I think you said, maybe not.
Maybe not.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But really what it let me realize, and that, once again, going back to what's the eye on the ball, I think a lot of times lawyers are put in a weird situation, and it's kind of a multiple of these concepts that you're talking about. Fear of new ideas.
Right.
Fear of upsetting the client.